Is the market crashing or is about to crash? What is happening in the stock market? So, well, something really unexpected is about to happen, and I'm going to go in details what can really happen and where the market is heading, so you can take the safety measures as said, as it'll be said in this video. So follow the entire video for the entire information, and for more, join me on the group, and you can day trade, swing trade, and you have all the information when the market is going up, down, and you can make money consistently. Believe me, you're gonna love it. So coming back to this, S&P 500, well, went to all times high of 565 points and is right now on 552 points. Well, is this, we really have to take in consideration that market is really flushing down? Well, I think one important thing that this is the support 551 points, 31 is the support that this S&P 500 is looking for. And as it will of course bounce from here, it can go up, but on the worst case scenario, this can even flush down to 546.97 points. So we still have a room to really flush down. So that can be really on a safe side shorts. But again, these kind of shorts are kind of risky shorts because the earnings are coming. If the earnings comes out really good, they will just really pump up on the other side. As you know, the earnings are coming. That's the reason the market is flushing down, because if the earnings are coming good, if the earning comes really good of the Microsoft and other big companies, big tech companies, whatever they are going to release, probably they will go higher, but not too much higher. That will really catch the attention of the Federal Reserve. The market is really pricing in. So they really don't want that this S&P 500 to grow on a very faster rate than expected. They don't want this. So that's why this kind of pullback is absolutely healthy. I think it's absolutely normal. As you see here, we got a beautiful climb here and slow downtrend and a kind of consolidation, and the same is going to happen here. Massive uptrend, and now of course don't panic. It's taking a normal breathe. Like after you run, of course you stop and you take a breathe, and that's what's happening, guys. So I think 551 points or 546 points can be the very healthy pullback. And if this goes as planned, then I think it'll be much better for you to add positions on 546 points, and that will be pretty much on a very healthy side. So as you see, even the other stocks, let's go to, let's say Apple, it's flushing down, right? Had a good news, but still flushing down as the entire market is just pulling back. And let's go to a stock called NVDA. Look, this is really nasty, really nasty. It came down to $116, and from the highs of today, from $125.64, flushed back down to $116. That more than $7 move on a downside. So do I really think that NVIDIA is going to flush down more and more? I think so. If it has to flush down more, it will probably flush down to $115.18. This can be probably the support, and this can be the consolidation what NVIDIA is trying to really make it. Here, the long, massive consolidation when the market will really bounce back. And this for NVIDIA is pretty easier because on a single candle, NVIDIA can really pull off this $10 to $12 on a very given day. So NVIDIA, I think it's of course flushing down, and also keep in mind that market has priced in, but also this is 2024, that as markets are really getting priced in. Keep in mind that this generation is not like the dot-com bubble, what was really happening and what's really happening right now, because everything is getting on a positive side. We are moving forward with the AI, with the much faster technology and generation. Of course, this has to be seen, and we are seeing this kind of moves in the markets back and forth, massive upside and massive downside. We are seeing this, so no shock, just get used to it. Probably we are literally entering a new stock market generation that will move really massively in trillions and trillions of dollars, of course. So no way you're gonna compare to probably dot-com bubble or even 2008, because the markets are pretty slow, and right now the volumes are pretty higher. The money in the market is circulating on a very solid basis. So think about this. Even NVDA was just 2 years ago, it was just less than $1 trillion, and right now it's more than $3 trillion. So that's really impressive, right? So keep this in mind. Also S&P 500, what it has a pullback right now, that is absolutely normal, and I think it will go back up. But again, for this to really go back up, you need to have patience. And if any one of you who are holding the positions on the margin, on the leverage, whatever you're holding, of course, if you're getting panicked, if you have money on a large cap, just of course you can add, and you can dollar cost average DCA, and don't have to panic and sell and just cry later. Because one thing you have to understand, it's normal for these kind of stock markets really to take a breathe. Of course, they had a very long run back-to-back days. If you go ahead and see on a weekly chart, look at this. We are still sitting on a very impressive side, but only thing is, right now, only at the next week, if we form the next candle on below this, so that will be really concerning. Probably that can be the downtrend towards 545 points. That can be really possible. But right now, as far as it's what I see the charts, it's sitting on a very good side, because it's still on an uptrend, as you see here, still on an uptrend. But we don't want this uptrend to break. Let's say the candle starts here and just breaks down to 545 points. Then it's kind of concern on this stock market, because it will have a very solid pullback. Of course, it will be a very massive buying opportunity, because all the stocks, they have priced in super massively. Even the index stuff shows, greed and fear index shows that much greed is in the market than the fear. So to balance that, of course, we are getting in that fear index, so it will absolutely get balanced. So at the time of earnings comes out, of course, we will be pumping on a positive side. So of course, it'll be balanced, well balanced. So we need a market which really needs to be well balanced. So all these hedge funds, institutions, what they're really doing, they know very good how really to operate the market and how to control the market, because they don't want Federal Reserve to catch this. Okay, the markets are really just pricing in for nothing. Pullbacks are healthier. Pullbacks are really very healthy for the markets, even for the Federal Reserve. What they're seeing, of course, they will be relaxed. Okay, markets are really pulling back. They're not really pricing in on back-to-back days. So based on that, be relaxed. I think market, of course, it's not gonna crash that how you really think that, but I think I think so. This will really is gonna have some decent amount of pullback. So on this basis, NVIDIA, one thing I want to show you. Oh my God, where is it? NVIDIA right here, you'll see $116. If it breaks below that, we are seeing $115 very, very easily on NVIDIA. So again, I'll repeat that. Healthy pullbacks are a part of this game. Healthy pullbacks are part of the next massive move coming, because the earnings, of course, we are expecting from massive companies a positive earnings. So that's why these markets are really pulling back to gear up for the next coming earnings, so they can really pump up on a very solid way and form that all-time high again. Probably NVIDIA going to $150 to $160, and by the earnings really comes on 27th August, probably this stock would be sitting around like $170, and this is very highly possible. For me, NVIDIA is a very clean buying opportunity. So again, anyone who's holding NVIDIA, be relaxed. It's just time to add shares, I think, and I would, if I was you, of course, I will just keep on adding more and more shares in this NVIDIA, because this is a very massive power stock, and no one can beat this stock, because this will dominate the market. So for more, join the group. You will have more and more information in the group, more detail, how many shares I'm buying NVIDIA, how many shares I'm selling, and when I'm buying, when I'm selling, what is my target price when I'm selling, when I'm buying. You can day trade, you can swing trade, you can make money consistently on a daily basis, and believe me, you'll never ever regret that. And enjoy the party in the group. Thank you. Probably see you there, and follow me on Instagram. Like the video, because I'm working hard for you guys to make these videos, for you to have some information. At least you can just like the video, and that's a way of saying thank you. Bye bye.